Imagine waking up, no phone, no school, no office, no internet. So, what did ancient humans actually do all day? The truth is, they were definitely not sitting around, doing nothing. Survival was basically a full-time job, and their first job was something we still do today. Finding food, except there was no supermarket. If you wanted breakfast, you had to find it. That could mean walking for hours. They gathered berries, roots, nuts, seeds, and whatever was safe to eat. But sometimes finding plants wasn't enough. They needed something much bigger, meat. Hunting wasn't like going to a restaurant. You could spend an entire day and catch nothing. And when they actually caught something, the work wasn't over. Now, they had to process it. Then came another important job, making tools, because every tool could make survival a little easier. And they needed more than weapons. They made scrapers, cutting tools, fishing equipment, and even needles. But tools didn't make themselves. Someone had to find the right stone, shape it, and make sure it actually worked. And someone had to collect firewood, because fire wasn't just for cooking, it meant warmth at night. That fire could mean the difference between comfort and freezing. But fire had another job. It scared away some dangerous animals, especially after dark. And then there were children. Ancient humans had to spend a huge amount of time taking care of them. Children also had something to learn: where to find food, how to make tools, and how to survive. So childhood wasn't just playing. It was basically a survival school. But ancient humans didn't spend every minute working. They also talked.
How we saved the day.
They shared stories, passed down knowledge, warned each other about danger, and probably made jokes too. And here's the really interesting part. This social time may have been just as important as hunting. But surviving wasn't just about food. Ancient humans also needed water, and finding it could take hours. Once they found water, they had another problem. How do you carry enough back home? And then there was shelter. Caves were useful, but humans also built their own temporary homes. Because humans didn't always stay in one place, many groups moved with the seasons. They followed animals, plants, water, and changing weather. Their map was basically the entire landscape, and they had another important job, repairing things, because if your tool broke, you couldn't just buy another one. Clothes also needed work. Animal skin had to be cleaned, cut, and carefully sewn together. And when winter arrived, preparation became even more important. Food had to be stored, shelters had to be strengthened, firewood had to be collected. So imagine, your entire day was a giant checklist. Food, water, fire, shelter, tools, family, and yet there was still something ancient humans made time for. Something that didn't help them hunt, or find food. Cave art may look like decoration, but for ancient humans, it could have meant something much deeper. They painted horses, bison, deer, mammoths, animals that mattered to their lives. They also left handprints, almost like someone wanted to say, "I was here." But ancient humans didn't only make art, they also made music. They danced, they sang, they told stories, and they probably laughed. And this matters because humans are incredibly social. We survive better together. One person could struggle, but a group could hunt, build, protect, and teach.
Wow, it's moving! We did it!
So maybe the most important thing ancient humans did wasn't hunting or gathering. It was sharing knowledge, because knowledge could mean survival, knowing where the water was, where animals moved, and which plants could kill you. So what did ancient humans do? All day, they searched, they built, they hunted, they gathered, they learned, they talked, and they lived. After all that, there was finally night, and ancient humans had to sleep somewhere. Some slept inside caves, others in simple shelters, and some may have slept under the stars. But sleeping wasn't always completely safe. Predators could still be nearby, which is why someone may have needed to stay awake and keep watch. So even resting was part of survival, and when morning came, the entire cycle started again. So, were ancient humans really relaxing all day? Not exactly. They worked hard, but they also talked, played, created art, told stories, and spent time with family.
And maybe that's the biggest difference between their world and ours. They had fewer distractions, but every day was connected to survival, food, family, friends, nature, and each other. So the next time you think you're having a boring day, remember, at least you don't have to hunt your dinner.